Hi, my name is Adam Havrola and welcome to this month's Flowers What's Next video. This month is August and we are still having the showers and the special birthday parties and the bachelorette parties, and I'm going to show you how to take that one single bouquet and create a beautiful head wreath, a boutonniere to match, as well as a bud vase setup. Let's start by talking about what we're going to need as far as hard goods go. So you're going to need, it's called in the floral world number 9 double satin. This is really important because single satin is very stiff, double satin has a little bit more flexibility, so it's a little bit more comfortable to wear. So double satin number 9. Then you're going to need, I'm just using tissue paper to glue on so I don't damage my countertops. So paper, tissue, aluminum foil, whatever you have in the kitchen, go ahead and use to protect. A couple of little vases in case we have some extra flowers that we want to just put in a little vase. These two things are important. So first off, it's Oasis Floral Adhesive Glue. You can get this in the floral department, you can get this online. Pretty much anywhere where crafts are sold or flower accessories are sold is where you're going to find this. This is very important. And then I use the Oasis adhesive strips in mine. I will say if you cannot find the adhesive strips, people have used double stick tape and that seems to work. Not nearly as well, but it does work. But these you can buy a few, probably from the floral department when you're picking up your flowers. So utilize that. And then of course our cutters, our scissors, and we're gonna call her Savannah here just to show you what it's like when it's done. Her head's a little bit smaller, but it'll give you the idea of what we're doing. All right, so that's the supplies. Can't forget the paper towels in case you make a mess. First thing you're gonna do with your number 9 double satin is you're going to measure. Oops, there she goes. I picked Savannah up. She's very wobbly, so what you're gonna do is take the ribbon around whoever is wearing this, their head. We're going to want to leave streamers in the back so we can tie it off. Our purpose is to find the center of the forehead. So right here is the center. We're going to lay it out, and I always just put my scissor there so I know. Savannah we're going to put back here for now, and the bud vases will slide over. That is the center. Next we're going to take our adhesive strips, and they come in a box like this. And the strips are double-sided. They are perfectly measured for a number 9 ribbon. That's why I really do love these. And they're made for flowers. Peel just one side off, put it into the center. And then I'm going to use 3 of these next to each other. The reason I use the adhesive strips as well as the glue is because adhesive attaches to adhesive better. And so by having adhesive already there and then adding glue to it, the flowers are never going to move. So let's bring her back a little bit. I want to measure. So as you can see, the flowers are going to go all the way past the ear. That's a pretty good amount of space that you're going to want to do. So when you're measuring it to either a child or an adult, just go a little bit past the ear so that way it fits wonderfully. All right. So I'm going to pretend this is for a wedding shower. And I know that the groom is going to be there, so I'm going to make a little mini boutonniere for him. And so what we're going to do is just take one off. And I'm just going to set this. I'm going to put it over here because you're not going to be able to see it on the white. So we're going to do a few flowers on there that he can attach to his shirt at the shower. Supplies are ready. Now let's get the flowers together. All right, now that we're ready, I've already separated the flowers. What we do in all of our bouquets, if you're new to our channel, is that we separate the flowers so we know exactly what we have to work with, how many of each type, how many of each color. It just makes our lives a little bit easier. So let's begin. First thing we're going to do is we're going to remove the other side of the adhesive strip so that way we have the adhesive showing. And as you can see the strips are evenly separated and they fit the ribbon perfectly. Next, we're going to start with our spray roses. And we're going to take them and we're going to cut them pretty flat. See how flat that is? We're going to go ahead and we're going to cut all of them. And I'm just doing the buds right now. And I'm going to save this piece for later because we don't throw away anything. Let's do the same with some carnations. And then our Ostromeria. When you're getting this at home, you want to make sure your Ostromeria is fully bloomed. So get it a couple of days ahead of time, because if it's not bloomed out in the store, it will take about 2 days for you to get these beautiful blooms. So I'm just going to pop a couple of those off. And the rest we'll save for a moment. Let's start with the glue. A little bit goes a very long way, so don't drench the flowers. What you're going to want to do is just add a little bit of glue to the top and just let it set. It's got to set for about 15 to 20 seconds to become tacky. So I go ahead and I just glue all of the roses at once and just let it get tacky. Next, we're going to attach the flowers right to that adhesive strip. Now I'm not going to be able to pull this up and show you a lot as I'm doing it because the flowers do need to set, so you want to place it and set it. But the key is to not go extremely right in the center. We don't want them to go straight up. We want to have a little bit of angle to it as well. So I have those, and I'm going to do one on our boutonniere base. And we're going to do the same thing with the carnations, the mini carnations, just a little bit of glue. This is more off to the side, so cover the base and go a little bit off to the side. This glue, if you buy a bottle, comes out pretty quickly, so what I did is, I don't know if you can see it or not, but I crimped the ending of it so it's not a complete opening. I made it smaller so I have a little bit more control coming out. And do you see why we need to cover our tables? Because this can be messy. And I'm just going to put some on either end. And as you can see, I'm angling them off towards where the ears will be. And this idea of this boho chic kind of vibe, it's still very on trend. People are still loving this whole concept of the boho chic moment. Let's put a little bit here. How fun would this be for a girls' night in with your bridal party? That's the fun thing about our videos, is you could use these again and again. It's not necessarily only for the video of the month, but you can use different bouquets, the same types of flowers and sizes, and it'll give you this whole look. And let's put one of these guys right to there. All right. As you can see, it's starting to fills in pretty quickly. Next, I'm going to take our Ostromeria. The Ostromeria has these little bitty pollens, and just like with the lilies, we pop those out. So we want to pop those out so they don't stain anything. So I'm going to go ahead, get a little bit of glue on. I'm going to pop these all out first. I know you guys don't make a mess on your floor in your kitchen, and I just can't help it. So add a little bit of glue. and just start filling in between. These can kind of go in the center because we want to make sure that we're covering all of that adhesive strip up with these. And do you see now by looking at it, you really can't see a whole lot of that strip. At this point, the flowers are holding each other up. So to be honest with you, I don't give it the full 20 seconds because I know they're going to stay in place because of all the flowers. However, I won't be picking this up until I know it's completely dry. It'll be a couple of minutes before I pick this up. And next we have some stock. So I'm just going to pop these little florets off. I think they're so sweet. And these are light flowers, so we can put these right over the top. If your stock comes in much bigger than that, then go ahead and break it down and give yourself 2 pieces. You don't want a big piece coming out of the head, but you can feel free to cut that down. All right, now we have the stock. We're going to put the stock in. And all I'm doing is I'm filling it in, covering the mechanics, bringing all the flowers together, creating this beautiful floral headband that anybody is going to love to wear. I'm going to take one more. I need to finish that boutonniere up. But like, this is crazy to me. We're making a headband, we're making a boutonniere, and we still have flowers left to add to the bud vases. It's insane how far these bouquets go. I want to make sure we cover all the mechanics on the boutonniere. Little glue webs. I think that looks beautiful. What do you think? The final thing is I just want to take a few of these little rosebuds and these are just going to finish this off. And one for the boutonniere. Perfect. All right. When you have your glue, make sure you take all this excess off before you cap it, because otherwise you're never going to get the cap back on. While that is drying, I'm going to take these little bud vases and add some of these flowers to it. First things is our roses. The first one is double the height. The next one I brought it down a little bit more. And do you see how they're staggered in height? Tall, medium, large. I'm going to do the same thing with the carnations. And what a beautiful combination that is. And we have one Ostromeria left, and let's put that down into the center. Look at that. We have made so many things with this one bouquet. Headband, boutonniere, and 2 little bud vase centerpieces that you can give the couple. The moment of truth. Let's see if it's dry enough to pick up. And it is. Look at that. That glue and adhesive is not going anywhere. You just take this, you wrap it around her head, and you tie it in the back, and that'll be the most beautiful head garland wreath you will ever see. And then for the boutonniere, what you're going to want to do is take the adhesive off the back carefully. My fingers are sticky from the glue. And then you put it right on. And do you see how that just sticks perfectly? It's not going to go anywhere. It won't damage the clothing, and he will have something to wear as well. As you can see, look how perfect that is on Savannah. It is going to make anybody super happy. It took minutes to make, minimal materials, and you're going to be able to make, again, I keep saying it because I'm wowed myself, the headband, the boutonniere, and a little bud vase set. I really hope you like this month. Time to celebrate August, and I know it's going to be fabulous. There's lots of showers still coming and lots of events and special things where flowers are always needed. Remember, like and subscribe, and we will see you next month.